Have you been feeling stuck lately? Extremely exhausted? Motivationless? Does it feel like you're being tested over and over again? With old energies resurfacing, old patterns from your past showing its head again? Well, the thing is, we're being extremely tested right now by the universe. We're being asked, are you ready to change, or are you going to stay stuck into your old reality? These tests are the biggest tests we've been through yet. So it's time to reevaluate everything and ask yourself, are you ready for this change? My name is Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. The energy of the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'd say, we have been extremely exhausted, no motivation, no energy to move forward, because everything from our past seems to be peeping its head up. Literally everything. All the old wounds, old patterns, even people from our past showing back up again, asking us, like more or less asking us, are we ready or are we going to go backwards? This is the thing, and it's the weirdest part of these tests. They're coming in the shape or the disguise of signs. It's like literally the universe is our tester. You know what I mean? And this is funny. Well, it's not funny. Like, this is the weird part of it. Like, you know, we're literally being asked to trust ourselves. Okay, and all through our ascension journey and our awakening journey, we get signs and we get synchronicities from the universe, from the angels, to point us in the right direction. And we listen to them. So our biggest advisor of the moment is the angels and the universe and ourselves. But they have been the support network for us to I suppose, believe in ourselves. They have been the reassurance that our inner guidance is truth. But we're being tested by them at the moment. They have been given the role to test us. And literally, the universe is showing us two sides of the coin. It's showing us our old life again. It's showing us the old energies that we've been in. It's showing us that those old relationships, those old friendships, those old dynamics. It's asking us, literally, do you want to go back here where it's easy? It's not fucking easy. Or do you want to evolve? Do you want to become your best self? And this is the thing, like anyone who's been in this, well, we're all on the ascension journey. So it is every stage gets better. So every healing cycle is easier, even though it seems harder. It is actually easier because we're stronger. But every test cycle is easier as well. Except for this one. This one isn't easy at all. Like, I've been through many tests on my journey. We've been tested our whole lives, but it's only when you become aware that you realise that you were being tested. So I'm only aware of my tests since about 2019, I'd say. Even a little bit later than that. I'm only aware that I've been tested. So when I get tests from the universe, I kind of know straight away I'm being tested. And I go straight to my new direction. I'm like, no, thank you, bye-bye. And that's it. But literally, the last few weeks, it's like the universe, like you ask the universe for a sign, and the sign they give you is pointing you in the old direction. And that's for me anyway. You know, I literally asked the angels, show me a sign. And then I watched a movie and the sign was to do the thing I'm not supposed to do. And I'm like literally going, I just asked you for a sign and you gave me a sign, but it doesn't feel right. This is the trust in your own intuition. Because I suppose along this journey, we find it very... Our whole lives we've been conditioned to live by the logic mind, the ego mind, the societal mind, you know, the conditioned mind. And so when we awaken to our intuition and our intuition gets stronger, we find it very difficult to believe in it or to trust it, because we're creatures of, we have to believe it in order to see it. But when we start to heal and grow, we start to realize that we actually have to believe it. Did I say that right? I can't remember, did I say that right? But I don't know what I just said. So yeah, we have to see it in order to believe it, okay? But when we awaken, we have to believe it in order to see it. So we have a big, you know, it's a big thing, a big deal to try and trust our own inner guidance, trust our own intuition. And this is even harder because people in our environment start to evolve or start to devolve. We're evolving, and they're not coming with us. So the people that we once did ask for advice don't understand us. So if we're going by our intuition and then we ask the older people, you know, the old energy for advice, they're not going to give us the right advice. So this is something that happened to me. So on my growth journey, was that the people that I really trusted, who gave me the best sound advice, I started to ask about twin flames, and I started to ask about spiritual awakening, or ask them advice about that. And they go against what I felt. And it was a real test of my own faith. And I was just like, do I trust the person I've always trusted? Or do I trust myself? So I started to, drift away from these people and let go of people that didn't serve me anymore. And I started to trust my own inner guidance. And this is hard anyway. But then you have the universe, you have the angels giving you repeating numbers, you give you the names, the signs, the synchronicities, everything's falling into place, and they're there to support you along the way. But the last few weeks, they have been given the role of being our tester. So we're asking them for advice, and they're giving us the wrong advice. And we have a choice now to trust in what we're seeing or trust in what we're feeling. And that's the big one for me. Like, I'll give you an example. I walked away from friends and I walked away from family. Hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I do hope to reconcile one day. But like all the energy that was coming up for me the last couple of weeks was like, energy around feeling nostalgic, feeling pain, feeling that love towards them and wanting them back in my life. And this was the thing I asked the universe. I literally asked the universe, should I reconcile with my dad? And then I watched a movie and like your one in the movie turns around to the guy and says, you should get in contact with your dad. And I'm like, oh my God, is that a sign? And I'm like, but it doesn't fucking feel right. The same with friendship group. And, I'm getting energy like, oh, should I go back and be more in contact with my old friends? And it's just like, no. And I got it's literally my heartstrings are being tugged on. And this is it's like that, like they're giving you that temptation to go back to the past. For me, it's guilt. They're making me, like, I'm getting the energy of feeling guilty. I'm getting the energy of feeling nostalgic, of feeling pain, or feeling this, should I go back? Should I go back? Should I go back? And, and then the universe is telling me, these signs are coming up one after the other. It's like, oh, go back, reconcile. And I'm like, no, it doesn't feel right. And that's the thing. Like, I'm like literally being shown signs to do the thing that I'm not supposed to do, which is really fucked up because these people, these signs are usually the things that we trust. But you see, and that's another thing I'm getting the energy of lately as well. We're being isolated the last few weeks in order to trust our inner guidance. We're not supposed to ask somebody for advice right now. We're not even supposed to ask the angels in the universe for advice. They'll be there when we're ready. But right now, they're giving us the wrong advice because they're testing you and your trust in yourself. Like, what do you want? Change is so scary. And I think prior to the last few weeks, I don't know whether it's the eclipse energy, it's the full moon energy, it's the fucking crazy energy. Everything is just so heightened right now. And prior to this I won't call it a relapse. Prior to this testing phase, everything was going really well. And everything seemed to be falling into place. Everything was just so light. It was just, oh my God, it was such good energy. Like, my heart was open. Everything was coming in. Everything. And it was just like, yay, this is it. For all of it to go to shit. Not the things to go to shit, but the energy to go to shit. And it was just like, okay, I was up here getting a taste of what was coming, for the universe to pull the rug again and say, no, hold on now. This is your ultimate test. And it is literally, we're being shown two sides of the coin here. Are you going to go back to your old ways, or are you going to move forward? So like the test is, or the testing that we're getting, we're being tempted by the old energy. There's, not just have I been experienced what I just mentioned, it's triggering all the wounds that were raw before. And we've gone through the healing of these wounds, but oh my God, whatever it is about final purges, oh my God, it's like literally you have to feel everything, all of it. The way I see it is, how did I describe this the other day? It's like everything is coming up. Everything. It's like everything's been pushed out. Everything's been pushed out, and we're getting, everything's being pushed out on an unconscious level. So we're not feeling all of it. Look at it, we are feeling all of it. We're not seeing all of it, but we're feeling all of it. I don't know if this is going to make sense. What I mean by this is literally every wound, every codependent energy, every lack of self-worth, every abandonment issue, every little fear of the unknown, every fear of failure, every fear of success, every little thing is being pushed out of us for final release. And, you know, I've mentioned final release before, and I thought that was final release. But I've never experienced a test like this before, ever. So I know, like, we're ascending, so every time it does get better. So this is final release. And it's like everything, we're feeling everything. And it's just like, it's funny because, like, I don't know how I visioned this in my head, but it's like everything's coming out one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. And then every so often, one of them would be loud. So, you know, all the feelings, and we're feeling it. We're feeling all of them. Like, I swear to fuck, like, I'm literally so emotional I'm not too bad the last 2 days. But, like, the last couple of weeks, it's like, that kind of energy. Everything is making me want to cry. And it's like, I don't know why I want to cry right now. I just want to cry. And that's the kind of energy. And every so often, okay, I just got really dizzy there. Like, every so often, you know, you push everything out. Everything is causing you emotion. And then every so often one will be a big one that you'll actually have to reface and really set into motion, or really let go of. So, you know, it's been a raw energy the last 2 weeks. Like, the energy, like, not only are we're exhausted, what else is there? Exhaustion, headaches, blurry vision is another one I've gotten, body aches, vivid dreams, restless nights, waking up at all kinds of hours in the morning, hot and cold flashes, stuff like that. What else is there? There's loads of other ones as well. Like, you know, feeling dizzy is another one. I just felt dizzy there. I don't know if I was going to fall off the chair. But anyway, all these things are coming up at the moment, and we're literally, it's a detox. It's a purge. It's literally, we're squeezing out the last drops of the old in order to welcome in the new. But we're being tested in regards, like, I think this energy as well is making us feel so comfort blanket energy, if you get me. Do you know what I mean? We literally want to wrap up, and we don't want to move. We're in so much pain right now, or we're purging so much pain that we're literally, a part of us is kind of like, I'm so sad right now. I don't want to move forward. I'm too scared. And it's just simple little things. Like, you know, even for example, you know, the unknown is starting to be like a little bit scarier when we're in this transition, because we're so emotional right now. We're so tired right now. We're being tested over and over again right now. And it's like, I just don't want to move. I don't want to move. I mean, you do want to move forward, but you just don't want to move right now. And it's like, oh my God, I just wish everything would just stop. But everything is changing for us. Like, everything is moving, and everything is moving forward. This is just really a test of your faith and your inner guidance. What do you really want? You know, if prior to this testing phase, were you in high energy, on the cusp of getting just what you wanted? And now you're in the energy of, I'm so depressed, I don't know what I want. And this is the way it's feeling right now. It's like, literally, it's this confusion mode. You know what I mean? It's so weird. The push and pull effect we're going through right now. Because, like, literally a couple of weeks ago, we were in such a high energy, getting a taste of this new energy, this new life, this new version. For it to be literally, and the universe does this anyway, gives you a taste of what you want, then takes it away and says, do you really fucking want this? Because if you do, don't take it for granted and go for it. Like, because this is effectively what it is. We get what we want, and then we take it for granted, and we lose it, or we self-sabotage it because we're not doing the inner work. Are you ready for the new adventure? Are you ready for this new energy? Are you, like, or are you going to revert back to your old ways, your old patterns? Are you going to go back into that old mentality? Spend time with people that no longer serve you? Go back to relationships or friendship dynamics that do not serve you anymore? Go back to family dynamics just because they're family? This isn't what it's about. It's about you. And the reason we're being isolated right now, even from the universe in a sense, because the universe is kind of like the little bit of a bitch at the moment because they're the one testing us. Do you know what I mean? We're literally being left alone for this moment and asking ourselves, what do you want? What do you really want? And are you going to trust what you feel instead of what you see? because everything we want is within us already. It's already ours. But when we're tested, we start to doubt. We start to fear. And that's another one that comes in. Like, literally, it's just such a fucking weird energy. Like, literally a couple of weeks ago, it's like magic, 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 magic. And then it's like, this few weeks, it's like, magic isn't real. Oh my God, I'm so sad. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is for me anyway. It's like everything has gone out the window. And it's like, you know, what's the point? It's just, what's the point energy again. It's like, what's the point in doing this? Well, because we don't see what's coming yet properly. And then our faith is tested. So we're like, what if it's not even real? What if I'm doing all this hard work for nothing? But the way I see it anyway, right? We're kind of saying, what if this work is for nothing? But at the end of the fucking day, this work is for you. Even if you got nothing out of doing the inner work, except for fulfillment within yourself, that's worth it. Why are we reaching outside ourselves for something and then being tested and questioning, is it even real? What's real is how you feel within you. And what's important here is how you feel within you. So how are you feeling? Like, this inner work is for you. This inner work is a test of faith to trust you. Nothing else right now. To trust yourself. Trust your own inner guidance. Trust the faith within your soul. You know what I mean? Trust what you don't see. And don't revert back to old ways. This is the biggest test of your life. And you know, I got this intuition this morning. Actually, I got this before, but it came in a bit loud this morning. This being our final test, it scares me because it actually brought tears to my eyes when I thought about this. If we fail this one, do we go back into the matrix and stay stuck there? That's scary. That is scary. I think with every test we've ever had, we've gone around in cycles. We've gone around, if we failed, we've gone around again, we've gone around again, we've gone around again. And it's repeated again and it's repeated again. But we've eventually passed, like, effectively. But this time, I think if we don't pass this time, then we're fucked. There's actually no going back. Because I don't know if this is a knowing or a feeling or a truth, or I don't know if it's just a paranoia in a sense. If we don't make the right decision now, are we fucked, like? Are you going to, like, you know, we keep saying to ourselves, maybe next time, maybe tomorrow, I'll do it on Monday. Do you know, this kind of energy? There's no panic here, like, but it's literally we're being forced into this decision now because there isn't any more time. The time is now. We have to make the choice for what we want in our lives. I know change is scary. The unknown is scary. But isn't it scarier to live that fucking shitty life you were living? Depression, anxiety, unhealth, disease, all that kind of stuff. That's where you were. You can be in a completely different reality right now if you do not revert back to your old ways. Let go of those relationships and friendships that don't serve you. Let go of that energy that doesn't serve you. You know, those substance abuses, all that kind of stuff. You're here to do the inner work. You're here to evolve. And I do really think that this final test is the ultimate test. We're being shaken up to our fullest right now. We really are. You know, and it's been so hard for me. It's really hard for me because I know I'm being tested. But yeah, I'm questioning everything because I'm being shown these things to tell me to go back. And I'm like, no. That does not feel right. If it doesn't feel right, then do not listen to anything or anything external. What feels right? No matter what you're seeing externally now, trust what's in here. Because this is what's real. This is what's true. And not the fear-based energy in your head. I'm on about your heart. What makes you feel right in your heart? What sets your soul on fire? Or what brings you down? Because guaranteed you say yes to the old energy and you are just going to go back to your old fucking reality, which is not a good place to be. This is our last and final test. We have to feel everything to let it go. But we have to literally trust ourselves. Trust your inner guidance. Trust your soul. Right now, the universe is really fucking testing you. It is showing you both sides. Which will you choose? And as I said, change is scary. but the magic lies ahead. Do you want to go back to that darkness, that black and white, that fucking fear-based energy? Or do you want to live a life of fulfillment and a life of purpose? Now is your time to change. This moment is your time to change. And please, throughout this, trust yourself. Trust in your inner guidance and trust in your soul. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and I'd love nothing more than to help you on your path. Also, I'm hosting a feminine empowerment workshop on Wednesday the 15th at 6 p.m. Ireland UK time. This is a safe space for women to come together, connect, heal, and share, and to really just empower ourselves. So if you want information about that, just comment below. Also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie, where I'll be sharing a guided meditation every week. The information for that is in the description box.